Hello there, Sprinkles. Alert, alert, alert. The PulseChain bridge has $6 million coming from a very big whale account. Have a look at these transactions. That's right, $6 million is bridging in. It's bridging in the stables. It's connecting to the chain, and we don't know exactly what's going on, but in a nutshell, if I was to speculate based off Richard Hart's own tweets, we think it's basically just dispersing it out into the ethosphere, random addresses, providing liquidity for the stable coins. It might, no expectations, deploy. It might make you wait. It might sit there until Bitcoin crashes on a silver news, the stock market crashes. We don't know. The good thing is you have a friend like me with a straight posture, wearing a cork hat, to tell you to eat your jelly beans, drink your orange juice, make sure it's very cold, and that this is a competitive edge, because you know things are moving. That is actually the most important part of all, friends. That's all you got to know. Things are moving. Now, you might say Richard Hart's a scammer. You might say the PulseChain ecosystem is worth trash. You might say you don't like cults and you're a little bitch. That's fine. But let me tell you something. Even if you think it will ultimately fail, you're a poopy head if you ignore it. Because we are literally telling you someone out there with billions of dollars that you can see on chain is moving money in one direction. They have a strategy. I think it's worth to participate something. Not financial advice. Go speak to a stock market dude or a bond advisor or any of those other dudes the government wants you to speak to. Okay, this is just what I see. And what I see is all the tokens are unlocked. There are no VC insiders. This was a public opportunity if anybody wanted to participate. There are no expectations, and we're all in this together. So I'm here to report it for you, okay? There are no secret trash airdrops. So this is the bridge number, right? The bridge number is going up. This is the right direction we want to see. Remember, these were the bridge, the 6 million moving in. And here are the charts that we really want to look at. You see, Pulse is right near that day one sacrifice, and we put it on the daily chart. You can see it's funny. The break-even soy boys, as soon as it hit day one sacrifice, they came in. Now, we really can't get excited until we finish a week above day one sack, and anything before that, it's just basically blue balling us. Okay, look at this. This is PulseX though. PulseX, I want to look at the ratio because obviously PulseX is really cheap. It's almost close to flipping itself on the weekly, but man, even if you flip it green on the weekly on PulseX, it's still got a 3.1x to get to day one sacrifice price. That's how low it is, okay? If we change it to look at the PulseX to Pulse ratio, this is the most interesting part of all. For a DEX to be 31% of the layer one chain, it tells you something's going on. It tells you the pricing and the tokenomics of this. The market says, you shouldn't be going any lower. That's why I think it's important to pay attention. PulseX might be the dark horse. Well, it kind of makes sense, right? I'm showing you it has no inflation. Look at this, friends. Also, the buy and burn has now ticked up again to 3.18%. This is what I love seeing every day, friends. I check it on gopulse.com. I love seeing that buy and burn tick up. Every day, you holding PulseX, doing nothing, it gets more scarce every single freaking day because there are more memes and altcoins and projects and trading and swapping of assets, people gambling, okay, people deploying stuff, all of it on the PulseChain ecosystem. And if you own PulseX, PLSX, you get the buy and burn. It's buying your coins up off the DEX. Okay, now there are other DEXs out there. They're more popular. They might even go up more. I don't really care. Okay, I like these tokenomics. There's no secret VCs. There's no secret insiders. There's no all these secret trash type of tokenomics here and there where they're going to grift and then launch on the major exchanges for the insiders to dump. None of that. And that's the most confident thing of all. Now, because you're a pumpkin pie, I would like to remind you, we've seen RectumRishel. So RectumRishel is this gentleman here. Now, why do I call him RectumRishel? Well, Mr. Rectum from he's in the Hex movie trailer. I watched it though. They kind of probably removed him out there. Mr. Rectum has been dumping. He's been dumping, pulled down his pants, just dumping all over. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Rectum did like a sacrifice, but I think there was like 20 other people. So it's coming from his main wallet. It could be one or the other. clients, part of a legal team. I don't really know. I don't really care, friends. I'm just telling you right now. I don't care what coin you're in. I don't care who you are. It's a freaking game. Okay. I don't care if you smile to my face. I don't even care if you pay me money, man. Put a lot of money in my public address. If I see you click sell, you're a poopy head. And if you see me click sell in anything, you call me a poopy head. That's it. Okay. You're a poopy head if you do this. Okay. Because that's it, man. Selling makes the price go down against us. Now, of course, some people get super angry and upset. But man, you got to think of this. It's a mental frame. Okay. Yes. Just because someone clicks sell. Yes, theoretically, in an ideal world, we all hold hands, eat jelly beans, do handstands with glitter on our face, and we're like, sweet, everybody can be free to do whatever they want. Yes, of course, friends, of course. I'm just telling you, if you always have this attitude, your brain does not get sharpened enough to think like an assassin or a killer. You understand? And I'm not just talking about PulseChain and Hex ecosystem. I'm talking about the whole crypto empire itself, okay? Roca Negra and the ETF. You're obviously going to see these, friends. When the next vicious crashes come, you're going to come back to me saying, oh, Golly J, I wish I trusted no one. But you don't even need the next event to happen. Think about 2021. If only there was someone like me around to yell to everyone to say, don't trust these freaking SOB grifters. They are all lying to you. They've been dumping the ICO allocations, okay? All of the information came out in 2022. Thank you, Zach XBT and everyone else who revealed everybody's receiving coins in the background and dumping while they were telling you that the coins are going to the moon. Okay, so yes, these are one of the addresses he's been dumping, right? But he's got a big fat wallet address here, friends. He's got a lot. So he's got like $1 million worth of stables here. He's got 7 million in the wallet address here. That's why, man, if we do 100x, this wallet's 700 million. Okay, it's crazy. Right? This is just one wallet as well. So he's got another one here. He's got PulseX farming $2 million. Another one, 1.3 million. He's got PulseX and Inc. So you can see it's a pretty hefty wallet size. And look, shout out to everybody in ecosystem, but you know what it is, man. That's it. You click sell on my bags, you're a poopy head. I don't care who you are. And to add to this, I'm going to play some angel music because we're going to have to really get down into the dirty waters now, friends, because there is a person who we're very thankful for the on-chain transactions. He's a Twitter dude. Okay. Now this Twitter dude, I've noticed, okay, he has been doing a lot of on-chain Richard Hart stuff. He was the person who leaked that the world's #1 DAI Ethereum holder, the wallet, the PulseChain PulseX sacrifice, was buying Pulse. It was that person who alerted everyone. And some people have been following him, but I was also telling everyone, go, look, man, the work's good. But just heads up, he's been fighting the chain for 2 years. He's been fighting Richard Hart for 2 years. He's been fighting the chain. Now that's okay, man. That's okay. I'm just giving everyone heads up. Just like, it's kind of like, hey, there's clouds out there. Heads up. Clouds means there's a higher chance of rain. Doesn't mean don't go outside. Doesn't mean like don't go have fun. Just saying it is what it is. Okay. So this person has been fighting. He's just been saying, oh, it's a one-man show. There's nothing going on here. So what he'll do is he will correlate these tweets, and he has like these long streams of like heavy deep data analysis. Okay. And if friends, I promise, when I think of him, I think of this dude. You remember the WoW guy? Yeah. So when I think of this dude, this is exactly who I think about. I literally just think of the World of Warcraft guy. Okay. So you see this guy? This is exactly what goes through my mind as soon as I'm going to tell you this information. So I think he's obsessed with Richard Hart. So he constantly tracks him 24/7. He correlates Richard's tweets. He even found a background appearance video of Richard Hart in a 2014 Bitcoin conference. Look, I went and saw the video in the background. Like, it's just weird stuff. Look at this young Richard in the background. Hey, guys. It's just funny. It's funny, right? This is him. So this is the type of stuff. This dude, I don't know what's going on. It's some weird sexual fetish obsession. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude's screensaver is just Richard's feet or something. Okay, so 24 hours a day, purely obsessed with him. What he'll do is he'll even show pictures of like Richard there'll be an on-chain bridge move, like $600,000, and then Richard will tweet, and then only like $200,000 will follow, and then Richard will tweet again, and then no money would follow, and he would make a tweet saying like, oh, golly gee, not even $1 million wants to bridge into your trash chain. Like, I'm just painting the picture of just one tweet. Like, you'd imagine just 2 years of this over and over again. So I don't know what's going on with people like this, but thank you for the information. It's just, I hope you're long, man. I hope you're long, for the love of God. Oh my God, it'll be, oh man, I wouldn't, friends, if you spent 2 years doing all this stuff, and then literally just a bunch of new people came in and bought the bags up and just increased the network effect of the community, and then you watch it go up without you. I don't care how rich you are. Like, man, you'd feel like you messed up big time. Like, you literally got dudes like Matty Allen and Mr. Furu Finance. You got Johnny Chaos. You got everybody just coming out making videos and streaming. And even like Trayvon, who's in other coins, he's like, yeah, man, like, you know, maybe I'm not 100% like all in mentally, but I've got stakes for long. Like, everyone's just profiting from it. Everyone's just like, hey, it's a growing network effect, you know. So it'd just be it'd be a sad tale if this guy didn't kill it. Now, someone showed me, right, that this person who leaked this information constantly, they are the number 3 biggest airdrop farmer on Manta Network. Now, Manta Network is obviously one of these trash VC scam grifts. Why? Oh, were you let in? No. Was I let in? No. Okay, you're a VC scam inside a chain, piece of trash. Okay, so when it comes to these, this is the funny part. Okay, to farm these airdrops, you do these BS actions where you just click buttons around with like all your coder nerd stuff, and you just do these like fake transaction actions, and you get like these points to try to generate activity, which I find is the funniest thing ever, right? So look, this is the funniest part. Okay, so let me paint you this picture. This person, okay, the World of Warcraft dude, has been fudding PulseChain for 2 years. Richard Hart, he's been fudding it. He's been saying it's a one-man show. He's been saying it's a trash chain. He's been saying there's zero value. He's been saying it's just one guy with all this money from an Ethereum and just trying to prop everything up. Okay, so that's his main course. Okay. Then what he does is these new VC insider grift piece of trash chains that aren't going to be irrelevant in literally 2 cycles from now. He goes and makes these coder botnet networks to go farm them, which is basically you go exploit the VC funding money that they're going to donate to basically to airdrop everybody to try increase the market cap so they can dump on the exchanges. Okay, so it's basically just like doing this third world country spamming grift piece of trash thing, but just clicking buttons and just faking activity and stuff, right? And the whole intention is to grab the coins and just dump it on the open. Okay, now I can't believe how someone could say, all right, you have 14,000 daily active users, 200,000 people in the network, you have a growing network effect in a community, you have 140 content creators, you have 68 streamers, but you're worth 0. Okay, so you say that, and on the other hand, you go, I'm going to do this nerd coding, transaction scamming piece of trash to go exploit the airdrop, get all the money and just dump on everyone later on and try to get all the coins and farm everything. Like, what is going on here? Okay, so clearly people just develop a bias. But I don't know, maybe Richard twerking here and there, maybe upset him, but let me tell you something, okay? Your friends and family watching the Family Friendly Show, if you want to know the real answer, because I've spent a lot of time thinking about it here, and the answer is very simple. It's because Richard's one of these like poly inventor dudes, just like Elon, where they can do like 18 jobs at once. So when you see that, our brains, right, because we're just monkeys, we're just peanut brains, we just look at one dude and we go, whoa, it's all this dude. It's a one-man show. It's a magic show. Most other geniuses, okay, who are still smart, they hire a lot of people and they're good at managing a lot of people. So in a lot of these other chains, right, for example, Molestia, the founder, for example, he hacked the CIA when he was 16. So there are really smart and geniuses there with high IQ, but they're not poly inventor dudes, which means they don't do like 18 jobs at once. They're super, super smart, but they can't do the marketing and the speaking and the communicating all out. They hire people for that. Okay, so you and me, when we see their chains, we see like a lot of people, what we think is a lot of people, but it's actually just one origin address. It's just that no one is telling you that. Okay, so even Johnny Chaos will tell you all the time, friends. Yes, if you go Richard Hart, you might say, oh, origin address. Okay, one dude. But if you go look at these other chains, the origin address is like 8 dudes. Okay, it's just that Richard can do those 8 people's jobs really well, even better than them. Okay, now I'm not saying one is right, one is wrong. I'm just telling you, humans, this is our fallacy. Okay, because we will see, oh, Richard, the one controller, but we think, wait a minute, if there's meant to be 400,000 people on your chain, 1 million people in the future, but 8 dudes control like 70% of all the money, and they like split it up in these different addresses. Something's wrong here. Okay, so I'm not making this number up. For example, in Polygon Matic, 13 Indian dudes control 83% of the coins. Okay, with CZ and Binance, who knows, man? Probably like 4 people control 90% of the coins. It's like that for basically every single coin, okay? And they'll split it up in the top 100 addresses, but still, that's really nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like, so this is the type of stuff that's going on in the background in crypto, but it's not really in the background. It's just that there's all these addresses. They're all obfuscated. You can't get all the information, but I just want you to know at the end of the day, none of it really matters, okay? These are arguments used by people outside of the club. They're trying to tell you that your value is low because you're going to be worth less in 5 years, okay? So your job is with me to say, hey, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're actually a poopy head squared and you don't wear fluffy slippers at all. Maybe your slippers are very tarnished and crumpled. And maybe there are millions of people out there who will be onboarding here in the future. That's ultimately your goal, right? Buying low, selling high. So I even mentioned, right, this person, okay, who found that I'm saying, like, I hope this fudder and every other fudder is long. Because personally, I would neck myself if PulseChain just kept pumping from here, knowing someone watched it detective style and then fudded it for 2 years, but kept engaging in VC grift airdrop chains that third world country botters engage in. Most chains you see are irrelevant in next cycle. So this is what I don't get. I mean, this is like, there's no morals, no ethics. This person trying to say not decentralized. I mean, good luck to you. I don't really care. Maybe you got a shitload of ETH. Maybe binked it. Like, it doesn't matter to me and you. Okay, we're grateful that this on-chain information was done, but you can see, friends, that you know that MidCurve meme. Yeah, it's real, man. It's real. You really got to be a peanut brain, okay? Because me and you ain't getting 400 IQ, okay? The real peanut brain, I'm not joking, is like a Mr. Westcott approach. He's like, you know what? This dude sounds smart, and it looks like it's worth a shot to me, and that's it. Now you might disagree, but that's okay. A lot of people, friends, look at the frameworks I have to give you just to be able to not blow yourself up in like 3 weeks. I have to make memes for you. We have to talk about lottery tickets. Friends, I literally spent so much time and energy to go, what can I name my poop coins to give everyone the idea of what they really are? Okay, because you could just call them poop coins, and everything's a poop coin, man. Okay, but when I made the word, they're called lottery tickets. And I literally spent all this time, and I'm like, okay, how do I think about this framework? I go, okay, a lottery ticket could be like 0.1% of your wallet, you know, lunch money. These are strong memes, okay? These are the types of approaches you need to make us. If you mess any of those up, you get wrecked, okay? Because look at the types of people you're competing against. People who are botting for like all these VC grift chains to try to dump on you. Also people who are like spreading information to try to fudge you out of the bags. Okay, if you listen to my interview with Corey, you know about how Chico Crypto basically fudded me out of a Cardano bag when I was supposed to go 10 times heavier, right? Because I was convinced, because Chico got like five calls right in a row. I was convinced that, maybe Cardano is never going to launch anything. I don't know who these guys are. Is it vaporware? Okay, so it might be playing out exactly tick for tick right now. So the whole premise of that Twitter dude, he's talking about, the GodWhale, and I am asking, what is the GodWhale's next move? Some people say it's Richard himself. The Twitter user dude saying it's someone really related to him because he's like put a big part of his portfolio. A big part of his portfolio is like in the ecosystem. These things, friends, they're fun. They can be our competitive edge, but nothing is as strong as the fact that I can just tell you these numbers off by heart, right? You got all the streamers, all the content creators, 12,000 daily active users. Ethereum is going to get a shitload expensive like real soon. And there's only 13,000 daily users, okay? 100,000 people plus were using Cardano in 2021 to play around with JPEGs, man. Like, to me, it seems a bit silly to think PulseChain can't hit 10x user base to get 100x price growth eventually at some point. Not financial advice. I'm just thinking this, like, even if you only get a fourth of that, that's still decent to me, okay? That's still a good bet. Risking 1 unit to make 25 units, where are you going to get that? Where are you going to get that, honestly? So, to bring it back to this Pulse chart, this is PLS. If we end up closing this week, we still have the break-even soy boys. They're going to have to get out around this zone, and then hopefully we can make our way for Eric to lose his bet. you just got to prepare yourself, friends. You know, the ecosystem is strong. Yes, there are many other ecosystems. There are, but I love the fact you can see Mr. Crypto Coffee make guides. You can see the community just branch up websites, popping up websites like mushrooms out there. You can just see these things coming. I like the logos. It's so easy. It's how everything works. I made a video to tell you how this is Emperor, there's Logistician, the Strategician. You know all these things, right? This is your competitive edge. Now, of course, I'll tell you right now, yes, Dog with a Hat did a 10,000x. And all these other coins are going to do it. The problem is, okay, can you throw more than a lottery in anything else? Okay, that's the thing. Can you throw more than a lottery? Because something that can give you a higher probability of success when you know you're going to risk one unit, that to me is worth a lot, especially in this game of crypto. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mum and daddy, love and appreciate them. Catch you soon.